Awards, and I will have our chief residents to present our teaching awards.
Hi, thank you everyone for coming today. We're presenting some of the awards. I'll try to speak loud so you can hear me. We had an award called the OBRN Award that we decided to bring back this year because we were so thankful for our OBRNs and labor and delivery, and we wanted to recognize Beth Kroll, RN, who has helped many of us residents survive through day and night OB, and we are very, very thankful for her.
If you look on the walls in labor and delivery, in one of those like really old pictures, she's actually in one of them. That's how long she's been here.
All right, our next award is Elizabeth McDonald Award. She was an RN at the St. Peter Family Medicine Clinic, and she dedicated her life to the clinic and was very influential of teaching residents. And this year we want to dedicate the Elizabeth McDonald Award to Kara Royal.
We want to recognize the PSPH hospitalists that teach us every day, from the first day that we walk in and to when we're seniors. So this year we decided to combine the one award, the OB hospitalist, the pediatric hospitalist, and the medicine hospitalist. And the residents today, this year, voted for the Excellence in Teaching Award to go to Dr. Deonar. We have two of our faculty awards to present today. The first is the Mitch Cohen Role Model Award, and this is named after a dear colleague of the faculty here that was very helpful and influential in teaching residents. I believe he was a community preceptor and was well loved, and is now dearly missed. This faculty has demonstrated dedication and amazing patient care that we all aspire to. So this year, the residents chose Dr. Kari Lima to receive the Mitch Cohen Award.
And last and certainly not least, we have another Excellent in Teaching Award for a faculty member that is very dear to all of us, and we appreciate his support so much. We are very, very thankful for him, and the residents decided to nominate Dr. Kevin Braun.
Thank you.
This is
Wonderful. Thank you. It's the most meaningful thing I do, and I just you guys are the most stimulating and wonderful part of the entire process.
Thank you, Rachel, and for those who doesn't know, Dr. Cohen, Mitch Cohen, he actually taught me a long time ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago now, and wonderful teacher, wonderful doctor, community doctor who served Elma a lot, so Dr. Anderson, Dr. Anderson knows him. So it's great that we continue under his memory. So we're going to move on to Chehalis Family Medicine Teaching Awards. So both Thiago and Kate can present.
everyone. Both of us are the only outreach and the chicks for Shehel's Family Medicine. And over the years, we try to identify one hospitalist who we work with. All of them are awesome. And try to find one of them that we particularly appreciate and give an award to. We have a fairly unique setting up at the Central Hospital because we're fairly new in the system. So it's been kind of some experience getting ourselves entrenched into the hospital. And so we are thankful for hospitals who help us feel involved and welcome and kind of get us into the system. And so this year we have the Excellence in Teaching Award going to Dr. Alex Stevens. He's a hospitalist at the hospital in Centralia, and he's a family doctor actually by training. And so we are grateful to him for taking us on and helping us learn and improve and become really good at what we do. So this is for Dr. Stevens. He's not here today, but I appreciate him a lot.
All right. Everyone stay hydrated, please. Drink more water. And I actually skipped my speech that I should talk at the beginning. And that's how nervous I am right now. So before we go into present each resident or graduates, I just thought only 5 minutes talk probably, because you will never have a Japanese program director in the future. I'm the only one in the country, and I'm the first one from my country to be a program director. So I'm going to teach a little bit of Japanese, of course, and I'm going to have you learn 2 words today. One is arigato. Probably most of you know this, arigato. Do you guys know what that means? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, great. So arigato is one, first one, and the second one, actually, second one is sumimasen. Sumimasen. Does anyone know what that means? Oh, yeah.
Actually, no,
I never tell my staff. Every week, my staff learns one Japanese. So I'm training them to speak Japanese in the next 5 years. That's my goal. Sumimasen is a very interesting, mysterious word. It's hard to translate in English. It does mean sorry. It does mean excuse me. It does mean apology. It does mean thank you at the same time. Actually, upon you may know a little bit about it. So, and sumimasen. So if I drop my fan like this, and someone picks it up, I say sumimasen because I'm a little bit sorry that I dropped it, but I'm so thankful that someone picked it up for me. So that kind of a different nuance. It's a little bit of a mixed word. It comes in. So I have a lot of sumimasen for the 2021 graduates. I feel a little bit sorry. A lot of things going on. So when they came in 2018, so the first thing, the sumimasen, is you guys lost your classmates at the end of intern year. So sumimasen for that. At the second year, you lost another one from CFM. So sumimasen for that. And there was one member here who had to leave for 3 months, or 2 months, I forgot. And sumimasen for that. There was a lot of MA turnovers at St. Peter's that some of the graduates went through maybe close to 10 MAs for their partner in the clinic. Sumimasen. Coordinator, this class, except for this Shehelas, you guys had a stable coordinator. St. Peter's had 5 program coordinators from 2018 until now. That's historical. So, Sumimasen. So I'm sorry, but thankful that you guys understand. Um, Today is the hottest graduation ceremony, so Sumimasen. You went through all the COVID stuff. In the middle of second year, you started not seeing patients. You started seeing patients virtually, and a lot of curricular changes. And every year, 2018, 2019, 2020, and 2021, every year there was something changing from the curricular perspective. Is that right, Dr. Eden? Yeah. So sumimasen for that. Personally, sorry for being a black cloud as usual. For those who work with me in the hospital, very busy nights, very busy rounding. Today I was a little busy, so sumimasen for that. And lastly, for those who work with me in the hospital, you were forced to go to the stairs every time. And every time if there's a patient at the 11th floor, we go up the stairs from the lower level to 11th every time. So, sumimasen. But thankful that you followed me too. So now I think you guys remember how to use sumimasen, and it's very useful when you go to Japan. So think about that. And it turns out to be arigato. So thank you for helping me. Thank you for helping our faculty. Thank you for helping our staff here, clinic staff, the patient in front of you, and the community. And you're going to graduate. You're going to practice on your own with your team, and you're going to help the world. So thank you, arigato. So next, we're going to have a presenter to present each graduates, and we are going to start with pharmacy residents. So, Steve, let's start with Ken. So.
Thanks, Yo. This has been an awesome year for graduates. I absolutely adore Chiago and Kate. They've been awesome partners for us in Chehalis, so really appreciate you guys. And Kenny is our second male to come through the pharmacy residency, or second at Chehalis, I should say. Second to me, obviously. So I really appreciate him putting up with my antics all year. When we first interviewed Kenny last year, we sat down and he left a lot to be desired at first. Strictly business, professional, stared at me the whole time, didn't crack a smile. Journalist sitting in a tough crowd. And we get to hobbies, and I'm like, oh, I like basketball, I used to coach. He goes, oh, what'd you say? You like basketball? You used to coach? He's all excited, and all of a sudden he kind of perked up a little bit. I knew that this was going to be a good match for us after that. So I've been coaching him up all year, and we've also done lots of things outside of clinic. I play basketball, he tries. Same with cribbage and a few other sports. And so that'll continue for years to come. So it's been just an absolute pleasure to have Kenny in Chehalis. He's been an excellent clinician and a good friend this year too. We've had a lot of ups and downs professionally and personally, and saw each other through some things. And I really appreciate you not only being vulnerable, but bringing that to your leadership skills as well, and being a part of this community. So thanks so much. We're looking forward to what you do in the future.
Too tall, Steve. And I believe all the graduates elected not to talk, so I think I don't expect too high from the graduates. And all the faculty who are presenting, I think we're making it short. So next, we're going to go to Eric, presented by Levi.
much. Dr. Braun, I hope you heard, we're keeping them short today. Calling it out. So I had the extreme pleasure to work with Eric this year. It has been a tumultuous year for us. I took on a new role this year, and Eric accepted that challenge. So he ended up being a little bit more independent in the clinic than I would have liked for him to be. Thankfully, we had 6 solid months at the beginning where I was totally focused on him. Sorry for the last 6 months. What's the, how do you say your Sumimasen? But Eric, I apologize to you most for not getting any of your office references. I know how much that crushes your heart. But thank you for just everything you've done for the clinic. You really incorporated well with the clinic team. You put your patients first always, and that's something that I truly admire about you. I'm excited to announce that he is going to be staying with Providence. So he'll be working at the West Olympia Family Medicine Clinic as well as the Hawks Prairie Family Medicine Clinic. So I'm really excited that we get to continue our monthly Beer Works debrief, decompression with each other. I really have, that's been one of the highlights for this year. So if you would like to come up and grab this.
Okay, thank you, pharmacy team. And we're going to go to family medicine part. So this is alphabetical order, I think, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So Dr. Braun going to present Tonya.
Yes, we have been asked to keep it short, but to just recognize everyone in light of what Dr. Hondo was talking about, this group of residents weathered what could only be described as cataclysmic conditions, and their recognition is for their outstanding performance despite that, not just surviving, but it is my pleasure to present Dr. Callahan. Dr. Callahan came to us with just 1 more year of her residency to complete. I can honestly say I did not know her as well as I would have liked to, but I certainly have observed what a diligent, hard worker she is. She's also possessed of what I can only call a ferocious intellect. She contributed considerable wisdom from her life experiences and brought a particular maturity to her patient care. She was also genuinely appreciative of constructive feedback and committed to improving every single day. The culmination of these considerable assets will help make Dr. Callahan a particularly effective family physician. Dr. Callahan, congratulations. Thank you.
Everyone. Yeah, I'm glad we finally made it here from Utah, and I'm glad to see you all, and thank you so much for all of the faculty and residents for support. And it wasn't easy to get transferred during my 3rd year, but it was very, very nice because I got such a tremendous experience and good friends here. Thank you.
Well, Dr. Braun, that was amazingly short, so I'm very impressed, concisely. And sorry, I was watching my, or texting you as I'm still on call today, and there's a medicine patient having just a little bit of an issue that Dr. Campbell was managing this morning, so Sorry about that. So it's going to be Dr. Campbell, and again, presented by Dr. Braun.
Dr. Campbell has experienced the fiery crucible of St. Peter Family Medicine and emerged a well-honed and razor-sharp family medicine weapon. He never met a clinical conundrum he did not challenge himself to master, and as such, he's gained tremendous clinical depth and dexterity. He's also developed a particular subspecialty of respectfully and professionally managing men who could only be described as crotchety and or ornery. He can humbly engage the swearing, threatening, complex comorbidity patient with personality traits that snarl every medical interaction and emerge with a therapeutic plan as well as a backslapping new fan. He's truly earned the title SOB Whisperer. Dr. Campbell embodies family medicine. He will be practicing in the family practice where he and his family received care when he was a child and where he was a young lab tech. His unique abilities, perspective, and priorities will combine to help him be a model family physician for his community. Dr. Campbell, congratulations.
Geez, can I get that transcript so I can put it on the CV? Great.
That's the reference I sent to everywhere to credential.
About the SOB whisperer, that's, it takes one to know one, and I'm thankful myself. I just really think my wife, we had 2 kids during this whole journey, and she's the strong one out of all of us. And thank you so much. She's so strong.
Congratulations, Dr. Campbell. By the way, patient had a blood sugar at 25 this morning after you left, so you might have to go back to the hospital. Just kidding, I did that. So. Okay. Just before I go to Dr. Eaton, this fan, this is a Chinese-Japanese way. The cool way to open up this is open up just a little bit and then cute, and then you go. That's a cool way to open up the fan. Doesn't mean anything, but yeah. Dr. Eaton is going to present Dr. Heisler.
So I've been reading this book lately, and it's called Dear Committee Members. I don't know if anyone's ever read that before, but it's actually kind of a fun one. It's about this beleaguered professor of creative writing in like this Midwestern university, and he's asked to write essentially letter after letter of recommendation to people, and he progressively gets more ridiculous with his letters as he goes because he's tenured and he just doesn't care. And I felt a little bit down that I didn't get to write Faith a letter recommendation this year because she actually got a position at the Residency. So I thought I would read you the letter of recommendation that I would like to write rather than the one that I actually would write somebody. So this is how it goes. It is with the greatest joie de vivre, that's the Quran, that I recommend Faith Heisler, MD, to your unambiguously nondescript, non-specific opportunity of interest. Dr. Heisler and I have been, as they say in the farmlands, hip deep together
not Charles Bonnet. It's not Charles Bonnet. It's Rene Bonnet. Let's get it. Katie accepts the human foibles of her patients and herself with passionate. Fellow resident Dr. Wixwack said that Katie was the best R3 chief that he ever had because she put forth relaxed vibes that take away all the unneeded tension and stress. Dr. Ott told me that Katie is completely unflappable. She can have 3 admissions at once and it doesn't bother her. He says she has $1 million temper. Perhaps that is why she can tolerate human foibles so well. We often think of faculty member Kari Lima when we describe something calm demeanor. We'll say, well, that person has a Kari level of equanimity. Well, I think now it's going to be Katie. So in closing, Katie is a great family doctor because she cares deeply about both medicine, about people. In fact, her husband told me they watched abscess videos of their first date on YouTube. Talk about a love of medicine. And regarding people, Katie wrote that a career in family medicine is a career in people, their lives, their stories, their personalities. So Katie wants us to see people for who we are, our complexity, our layers, our cultures, our identity, our feelings, and our contradictions. And for me, the privilege of teaching Dr. Talbot has renewed my own faith in myself. But yes, I can be nice. At the same time, I can be intelligent. So it's my privilege to introduce Dr. Katie Talbot.
Thank you, Rick. Also, I'm sure everybody here appreciates that we didn't have to do a role play today for that. Thanks, everybody. It's been a pleasure.
Very good, Katie. Industry is back. So I'm going to go back to Dr. C, presented by Dr. Braun.
It is very much my pleasure to present Dr. Seif. Dr. Seif has told me that she learned a lot from training in the Pacific Northwest. I recycle, use beeswax, and have silicone Ziploc bags I reuse. She's applied her occasionally misunderstood rapier-like wit to her medical practice, comparing it to her improv comedy experience. Residency has been like one long improv with 15-minute episodes of trying to make the audience like it. She truly appreciates the performative theater aspect of medicine and uses her soothing voice and interpersonal skills to perform what she has called our really unusual job unusually well. She has particularly valued primary continuity for family care, including delivering multiple children for the same family. She's too smart and academically astute not to notice the contradictions and imprecisions of our job, which led to early frustrations. But as she learned from her super intense Marxist feminist mentor, there is value in holding institutions up to the light of inspection. But her personal practice of self-reflection, motivation, and empowerment helps her transform challenges into triumphs, but peaceful. The best benediction from that tradition that I found says the following: let your life be a life singularity, and that with all imagination and power contributes not only to the inward outward journey of your own being, at levels of imagination you never understood. But let your life also enable the human race to retrieve its most noble visions of life. May eternity watch over you as your journey. Thank you very much, Dr. C. Congratulations.
Just want to say thank you so much for everybody here who supported me. I'm not crying, you're crying. Through this experience. Thank you to my wonderful husband who's always had my back. And all my family watching. You guys too.
Last for St. Peter's Family Medicine is Dr. Weaver, presented by, it's not me actually, Dr. Brown again.
My pleasure to present Dr. Weaver. Dr. Weaver has spent 24 years of her life educating and challenging herself while developing the formidable academic ability. She can hold presenters with limited evidence to high levels of accountability, but takes particular pleasure in teaching others to do what she does so well. She comes by this honestly, having a family of teachers whom she deeply admires. Her desire to teach helped her gain gratification from teaching patients to self-manage and propelled her into primary care. Then she and her partner left Virginia and any contiguous state for the Pacific Northwest. Here, her enormous brain was eclipsed only by her even bigger heart. She genuinely cares for her patients, spending considerable time calling them, coordinating their care, advocating for them, and expressing her overwhelming compassion for them. Exuding excess compassion is a great problem for a family physician to have. May all your gifts come into balance and help you be happily and always 100% yourself. Dr. Weaver, congratulations.
Pretty amazing how my spouse, Brian, supported me in awesome college. Thank you guys.
And I think it's me. Quick disclosure, and there's always a bigger fish. I've been schooling Steve in every school we play since I've known him, so USD easy. All right. So congratulations, SPFM and CFM class 2021. I feel that this class deserves a particular kind of praise. 50% of your training was done through a life-altering pandemic. This is a very unique situation that has only happened a handful of times. Much like the previous epidemics, you came to work not really knowing if the virus responsible for COVID was airborne, contact, bloodborne, or any other way of transmission. Yet you continued to do your work with the anxiety of putting yourselves and potentially your families at risk. Guys, strapped up, came to work, and not only continued to care for your patients, actively improved the very healthcare was. For Kate and Chago, you guys staff the RN triage line of clinic, help out your MAs inbox, which they were so short-staffed. Please take a moment to think about how special it is when a physician has the humility to help our clinic staff with their tasks and do so willingly and happily. You are amazing. You came up with solutions for virtual visits and pre-sessioning and did all great. So thank you for that. Both of you also tried to destroy the clinic some way or another. But I'll learn more on that later. Now, as it is customary, we will assign you your spirit. Tiago's Yen Obiajuno, aka Tiago. The Cuoca, also known as the short-tailed scrub wallaby. This marsupial is famous for being the most smiley animal known. Regardless of the situations, Cuoca seem to always be happy. Seriously, look at up. People take selfies all the time. Tiago was always happy during her residency. Deliver a baby? Happy. Did an admission? Happy. This marsupial is also nocturnal, which Tiago is as well. In fact, Tiago is nocturnal, diurnal, basically hasn't slept at all since I mentioned before. But she still smiles. Complex patient in the clinic, smiling. Running behind 2 hours, happy. 100 charts behind, happy. Really, Tiago has been a positive energy and a bright light in our lives in the last 3 years. Always smiling, even under her mask in the last 6 months. Always happy. Workers have also had to survive fires from their environment. How is this relevant to our wonderful Tiago, you may ask? Well, interesting story. During one of her sleep-deprived days states, Tiago decided to pop some popcorn from the clinic microwave and walk away to keep working, only to be reminded that she had popcorn coffee when somebody yelled fire. All's well that ends well. We now have a nice new microwave, and the fire department concluded their review of our clinic and recommended where to put our smoke detectors. Thank you. In our short years as a residency, we've been very lucky recruiting residents from many places. Tiago came to us from Nigeria after completing also an MPH at Harvard. She will now be joining Pioneer Family Medicine and will continue to take calls at Centralia Hospital. Thank you for trusting us to do training. It's been a pleasure having you, Tiago. Best of luck in your future.
Thank you so much, Dr. Lee. And thank you to everyone, especially for keeping up with my 100 miles per hour Nigerian accent this whole time.
Catherine Shields, Kate, the bear, specifically Mama Bear. Kate came to us from Canada and very quickly took on her role as Mama Bear, both at home taking care of her 2 dogs, but also in clinic, dedicating a lot of time and effort to caring for the clinic. Bears have an instinct to protect their little ones, and Kate did an awesome job protecting her. As everyone knows, we've never messed with a Mama Bear and her cub. Kate was a fabulous mentor, advisor, chief, and colleague to her underclassmen. Bears also have a very curious mind, and in residency, Kate approached everything with curiosity, doing a fantastic job of learning everything. Bears also have a strong presence. If you find yourself in the presence of a grumpy one, you tend to give them the right of way on the trail or the hallway, as it was with Kate. Bears are also known for not minding a few bee stings in order to get their honey. Kate reacted this way to any bee sting residents threw at her, regardless of the size of the bee. We have all been very impressed with how Kate handled herself with multiple complex medical care. Lastly, and this is also important, has anyone seen the relationship bears seem to have people? Every time I see a video of a bear, it is usually fumbling its way into a car and causing chaos. Kate, staying true to her spirit animal, managed to leave her car without the parking brake in a parking lot, and the car proceeded to roll down towards the clinic, Fortunately, fearing last minute to jump the curb. Another incident, Kate managed to have her only set of car keys in the vehicle broken into, making it impossible for her to drive her home. Kate will be joining and likely taking over a private practice back in Canada. It's been really wonderful to have your mama bear present in the clinic, Kate. And I know I speak for everyone when I say
Thank you, especially to Derek, for literally everything. There's no way I could have done this without you. Thanks so much to all of the staff that during the trip, and Raina, Miguel, and Erica, and Steven for taking a chance on me, and really appreciate it. It's been amazing. I'm gonna miss you guys so much, and I promise I will come back to this.
Hey, that's all of our graduates. So congratulations, everyone, again. Okay. We only have 2 topics left here. Resident awards. So, Dr. Lee, you thought you were done, but you're coming back again. So actually, why don't we start with the Chief Resident Award? So, Chief Resident, please come on to the front. So, Rachel, Faith, Tiago, and Kate. These are the residents who worked very hard being a chief and also supervising all the residents, being the lead, all the residents and the community of the program for both SPFM and CFM. So congratulations and thank you so much. We have 2 awards. Actually, Dr. Lee. We have 2 awards, and one is called Family Center Maternity Care Award for those given to the resident who contributed and did excellent work in maternity care. And this has been our tradition. We are OB heavy program, and we do like to recognize Dr. Katie Talbot. Congratulations, Katie. And I believe you are going to deliver more babies in the future. So thank you so much. The last one is Excellence in Family Medicine. And this award goes to, just like the Residents of the Year, and we do vote among the faculty. There were so many votes, and actually every single resident had a vote. And it was very, very hard to decide. But we do know that this particular resident worked very hard and also did excellent patient care, contributed to the community and the system and the world. And this goes to Dr. Rachel Peace. think that's all we have today. And closing remarks, I don't have too much to say, but please be hydrated. This is the hottest graduation we ever had for the hottest class of 2021. Thank you very much for coming.
Covering up the mic, I'm yelling that you all are going to go deaf. You can all hear me, right? Yeah. Okay. Thank you all for coming. We still have food and drinks upstairs, so feel free to wander up and grab some drinks and food to eat. Chehalis, we would like to take a group picture. So I think over here would probably be a really nice spot. So anybody from Chehalis, come on over so we can get a group picture. And, thank you all for coming. This has been the quickest graduation we've ever had. Congratulations. Thank you. Yeah.